special welcome to all my Ifeala family all over the world. How are you doing today, all my beautiful people? It is a beautiful day, a beautiful world, a beautiful time, a new world, a new time, a new light, and a new life. It is up to you. Become a decision maker in your own lane. It is very important. It is your birthright. Allafia. What we are talking about today in Ifeala Ministry is to be good or to be God. Sometimes when you decide to become good, so when we're good, it means we will make effort, we will try a bit more harder to not do things that is not good, because we know that, as we were told, if you're not, good things only happens to good people. Do you believe that? Good things only happens to good people. Some people might like to feel differently to that or think differently to that, but the point of discussion today is that what are you good to? And are you good generally to people just because you want people to think that you are a good person? Or are you good naturally? Are you good because you want to be liked? I'd like for us to look at to be good or to be God from 2 heads is better than one. We're very familiar with that saying. 2 heads is better than one. So let's look at it from that. To be good, let's look at to be good or to be God from the aspect of numbers. For example, 2 heads is better than 1, or 2 makes 3. If you want to look at it in a relationship aspect of things. Now, what am I trying to say? Good, for example, have 2 zeros, or you can say O. It has 2 O, right? In Yoruba, we'll say Odo. Everybody's language. You have to really be clear about your own language that is heavenly given to you before any other language in the world can actually even add value to your language. We'll give honor to universe for clarity. So Yoruba will say Odo. Now, and you have that 2 times in good. Now, in God, you have just 1 Odo. Now, when you say Odo, you can see the direct similarity. So when you are saying Odo, and Odo actually means river. Are you with me? So, and that's what we refer to as Odu. Odu. So, to be good or to be God? I'm not looking at a book that I've written concerning this talk today, and I just hear genuinely, inside good, that's where you will find God. I receive it. I didn't know that myself before. Even if I know, it hasn't come to the surface. So it came to the surface this minute. So it's good that we're sharing it with one another. Inside good, that's where you will find God. Ask me why. I'm receiving right now because God multiplies. Because God is a plus. Remember I mentioned number earlier. Wow. God is even. The God that distributes all our goodness evenly among all our children, among all our omo in the world. To find the beauty of God in your life, you have to have the clarity that inside goodness, that's where you find God. Inside goodness, that's where you find your multiplication, your plus, your values, your way forward, your clarity, your ability to be genuine to yourself. Good, genuine in our life, A river. We know the value of a river. I just like the fact that Odo and Odo, you're saying Odu, So the relativity is very similar. It's connected, Odo in Yoruba means river. Just that one letter in God, it means Odo. It says a lot, meaning river. Yeah. So imagine if you were good and you have two Odo, which is what you find in good. And remember, 2 heads is better than 1. And from 2 heads that is better than 1, multiplication comes, adding comes, meaning plus. And, you're able to add value to your life, So you can see the difference between good and good. And, right, I nearly forgot. Just as you are, because I'm trying to be clear, you don't ever have to think that because you are, meaning you're single. So on that point, if you're about marriage age and you're single, I don't want you to start to think that just because you're not 2 heads that makes 1 yet, you limit or stop your growth. No, because as you are, just by yourself, you are a complete human being. You're already, even if you want to, you're a complete human being. You're already that, you have to know yourself to be that complete human being. Imagine, okay, when we're saying to be good or to be God, and you're waiting to be married before you start to be good. Does that make any sense? What are you taking to the marriage then? So, as you are a complete human being, and you are everything that you need to be, and you are already 2 heads that makes 1. What am I saying? Start to be good to yourself first. That is the first principle of to be good or to be God. If you don't know how to, you just have to start to learn gradually how. Because some people are so set in their ways that, they really enjoy the feel of being good to the extent that they forget to even be good to themselves. So, I'm reminding us to be good is highly important, and in your goodness, you'll find the God that you are. That is the core reason why in good you have 2 Odu, 2 rivers. But you have to learn to be all of that within yourself. You have to start that work. So being good, I'm trying to say, deserve you focusing it on yourself first. Being good, focus on yourself, how to be good first. It's like a light of God when you're being good to yourself. When it shines, and it's shining, don't think, I'm going to wait for it to shine. When is it going to shine? That's not universe principle. You have to be in your joy, rejoicing that the light of God in your life, in you, is shining. The only reason you're thinking otherwise is because you haven't started the art of being good to yourself. Willingly or unwillingly, you must to be good to yourself. So when you get a hang of that, being good to yourself, and you knowing that, I'm a light of God must to shine, is shining. I was not paying attention before, now I'm paying attention. The light of God in my life is shining. So because you're shining, it's like the sun, you see, S-U-N or S-O-N, kind of similarity, if you know what I mean. On and on and on. Direct, intuition, connection, So you shine like the sun, yeah? You tell me how you will not shine on everything around you. Of course you will. That's the kind of good that I'm talking about. To be good or to be God. In Ifila's order, in Ifila's way, universe will begin to administer to you. What does that mean? It means you will gradually become your own minister. The usefulness of being your own minister is that you can then be in your own lineage or lane to receive permission to set your own body clock. We all know that by reasoning of humanity, time is everything. Time will give you your own longevity to perform all the goodness the universe has kept within you and with you on this face of the earth. And you will not, be replaced by another person. And focus on learning how to be good. You need to learn to be good to yourself and your surroundings. And God, goodness will keep you always. Allafia. Okay now, Photogram committee. What time it is now? What time it is now? Photogram committee. It is time. We dey here for time. We are talking about time. Wetin time they do for you? Wetin time they do for you? Leave that one. Oh, wetin you they do for time? Mr. Time is the Mr. Bus driver. Universe go dey help us to learn how to drive ourselves. Universe go dey help me, because if you don't learn how to drive yourself, wetin happen if driver no dey? Driver na plus for your life now. Allafia. So wetin you fit do for the driver sef, time and goodness. Let make I yarn this thing first. All that is therein all around is sweet parts, goodness. I don't know what I dey at this minute though, but let's keep going. We get somewhere with it. Remember, when you are coming to Photogram comedy, come with your laughter. Don't forget to come with your laughter. Just look at it for a split second. A situation whereby no one is kind to you. Everybody could be kind to you. Say Hashe, everybody could be kind to you. But just don't kind of sleep with that one. Learn how to be kind to yourself. Then everybody, learn how to be kind to yourself around you. Kindness goes from one side to one side. Kindness will come to you. When you give kindness come to you. For whatever reason, you just don't even know about it. And you find that you are the only person who is instructed to be kind to yourself. You will not have to deal with this kind of odd situation. Anyways. So tell me what you go do now. Say you are the only one. No? Just say think calm for a minute. It's like you are the only one who is kind to yourself. That means maybe you are the only one living in the world, and you are the only one who is kind to yourself. That's not even possible, because see, the birds, the bees, the trees, the ants, everything, nature, very kind to you, very, very kind. So you can see how that situation is not even. But let's just for the sake of a joke that aid us to learn a thing or two about ourselves personally and collectively. think am, what would you do? Wetin you go do? Say you are the only person wey just like yourself, wey just kind to yourself. Anyways, so you never know, anybody else wey kind to you, wey good to you, and it's not a problem for you because so if that's the case, and you have not learned, and dey learn, dey think, it's important for you to stop a minute and be good to yourself and be kind to yourself and like yourself. Wetin you go do? Anyway, wetin I dey yarn be say it is good to be kind to yourself. It is also good, paramountly good, for you to like yourself, so that even when you are being good to people, you are coming from a genuine angle. Because if you are someone who had not, it's not even possible for somebody not to like themselves anyway. The only thing is, if there's anything wey make you not to like yourself, and make you don't do the thing again, anything wey make you to feel like, you no like yourself, that means that thing make you no dey do am. It doesn't matter what it is. If you no dey like yourself and somebody dey like you, that likeness no go last for a long time. So because that likeness wey that somebody have for you no get a solid foundation to connect, because you no dey like yourself, so you got to make you begin to start like yourself, and that go help you to like yourself. It can't be a rocket science. Even rocket science simple these days. People dey go to the to the moon, to the rocket anyhow. No be so. Allafia, make you dey like yourself. That's wetin you get from Fatigue comedy today.